First, I'd like to congratulate my fellow honorees and to tell you how absolutely thrilled I am to be among you today. We were kidding earlier when we were taking pictures as a group, and we had the feeling that we were being inducted into a sorority. And I hope some of that's true, because I'd certainly like to keep up with you all, and it's a thrill to be among you today. I'd also like to thank the Commission for bestowing such a prestigious honor upon me. I am, quite frankly, still stunned to become a Margaret Brent awardee, and thus a member of one of the most stellar groups of female attorneys in the land. When I received the call notifying me of the award, I was shocked because I was unaware I had even been nominated. But one of my law partners, Bob Rothman, who's here today, had suggested the nomination to another partner, Charles Huddleston, who had planned to be here today, and it was he who completed the nomination process months earlier. They correctly suspected that I would not have wanted them to nominate me. But I now realize that one can receive no greater honor from one's partners, who for almost 20 years have known you up close and personal, your strengths as well as your flaws, and who could still look at the list of previous Margaret Brent Award winners and believe that I, too, could also be selected. Thanks, Bob and Charles. I can never adequately thank you and the firm for your faith in me. I am delighted that you and other partners are here today and are here to share in this moment with me. It's true of anyone who stands at this moment in her career that we did not get here on our own, and that there are many, many people who should be thanked if only time permitted. In my case, that might be an even longer list than most, because I grew up in a segregated America as a black girl in the 50s and 60s, and though I had the audacity to hope and dream that I could make it in a profession where almost nobody looked like me, it took scores of people along my journey to make that dream come true. Some are well known, and many others are known only to me, but I treasure the contribution of each of them. Like most, I start with my family. I have the feeling that I hit the jackpot being born into the family of Henry and Mildred Gordon-Jones and their sons Henry and Dwayne. There are dozens of reasons to feel this way, but foremost among them for me is that they were people who lived the life they sang about in their songs. My dad, a native of Alabama, was one of the first black men to become a policeman in western Pennsylvania, and thus he was almost the surrogate mayor for his people in a large section of the state. He was an icon to many and taught all of us about integrity, fair play, and decency. My mother, a transplanted Georgian, was one of the most intellectually curious people I have ever known, and the entire home was a reflection of that and her Georgia roots. There were books everywhere, book club meetings, lunch or dinner at the home with any interesting visitor, and endless trips into Pittsburgh to plays, concerts, museums, and the like. My brothers were among the best students in town, and from day one, they seemed determined that I would not sully their academic achievements. Though neither they nor my parents ever articulated it, there seemed to be a recognition that the many mountains my brother had ahead of them as black boys in America would be even steeper for me to climb as a girl. So I was kind of everybody's project. Sorry I didn't turn out better, y'all. From that wonderful family environment, I then entered the place of my dreams, Howard University, to which I owe an enormous debt. It too was a distinguished family I had longed to become part of, and it surpassed even those long-held dreams I had about it. Howard was a place where much was expected from you, not only as a student, but professors constantly made it clear that you were to go forward from there and contribute to the uplift of your people and the world. Of course, it goes without saying that anyone fortunate enough to earn a Harvard law degree should be forever indebted to a place that opened so many doors. There is no doubt, however, that I still would not be standing here today had I not had the tremendously good fortune to become the lawyer for the late Maynard Jackson. He was the legendary mayor of Atlanta, who was elected at the age of 35 and blew through Atlanta like a tsunami, with me in his wake, trying to take care of the legal details. Because Maynard's mother was one of 6 sisters to graduate from the African American Spelman College for Girls, Maynard had no problem breaking with tradition and appointing me and others of females to positions that had only been held by men in every city in America. With the blessing and encouragement first of Maynard and then Andrew Young when he became mayor, I was able to hire the largest number of female assistants anywhere, and it is one of the delights of my life that they have all gone on to such outstanding careers in the public and private sectors. Last, but surely not least, I thank Bill, my family, and many friends who are here from all over the country for their support and the double duty that they have had to pull in my many absences to keep the home functioning and the trains running on time. No one has ever had a finer home life in which to forget and rest up from the woes of the world. I thank you all for being here in this special moment with me. Thank you.